K9 live. We got 10 rows of customer wrapped nickels we're going to go through tonight. Hope people can come in and join. Get the first thing in. So a little bit better. Here we go. So, and if we got time, we'll do the card. We'll look at change out my card change. We have time. Hello. Doing 10 rows of nickels. Should we find you silver, anything older than 62, beehives, whatever, my usual stuff. 2011 Denver. Tomorrow I go to the bank, get more. Hopefully this time my next box of pennies will not be all Denvers. 2 boxes of different pennies here. Phillies, I wouldn't mind that because there are double dice being found on the 24 Phillies here in my area. Let's see. Do we see any die chips? This is a Philly minted coin. It's all nasty and dirty to me. I might want to put a glove on here in a second. Whoa, 2009 Philly. We got a low mintage. We'll take that as a fine for tonight. Be cool if it had a beehive on it. So we found 2009. So put that up at the top. 2009, 2003 Denver. Yep. So I got 3 full steps. The top and the 2 bottom ones were damaged. 86 Denver. I don't think there's anything on there. So we're checking the back for die cracks also. From the Monticello building to the rim. That's why y'all haven't seen any penny videos. I still gotta do wrap up from the last box where it has some wheat cents come out. I just have had nothing. 2 boxes of 24 Denver. Now there's a double die reverse on the 24 Denver. I may start looking through those. And decide if I want to or not. I do appreciate everybody who joined the channel, made me hit 1,000. We'll start buying stuff for a giveaway, probably right before school starts. We'll do the givey. I may give away a Morgan dollar. Who knows? 71 Denver. I wasn't seeing 71 Denver come through. Welcome in. Doing 10 rows of nickels tonight, as the title says. We got a small little beehive right there. Little small one right there going on. There's some gunk on it. That gunk comes off. Yeah. Yeah, it comes off. It comes off. Okay, well, we got 1 beehive. I didn't see what year that was, did I? Went to Philly. So we got 2009 Philly and a Philly with a beehive on it. There's a 74. That 4 matches the 4 that's used on the copper coins on the Lincoln cents. That's a large date 4, I think. Huh, I want to have the different 4 the different sizes on the nickels. I want to compare that to the rest of my nickels that I got from 74 in the books. I wonder if they did that. No, I don't think everybody's ever compared that. Let's go get a 2009 right off the bat. Usually I get Denver ones. That's the first time it's been 2 years since I found a Philly one. No. Oh, that's junk right there. Yeah, it's just junk. It's junk or a beehive right there by the FS, by the initials. Finally got a die chip between the E and the R. My stack's going here. I forgot to grab nickel tubes, I think. Okay, we got the Wheel of Death. And we get die deterioration on this end on the M. $2018. Nothing there. $2018 Philly. This has some junk on it too. Nothing there. I'm hoping to really get a box of 24 Phillies. I really want that. And so DDOs are being found in my state. One is 3 states or 4 states now. I forgot what they said. Mine's actually being attributed by Wexler's. He's going to let me know once it goes up live on the web page. You can see it on Variety Vista. I emailed him those photos like back in beginning of June, thinking it might be machine doubling. He said it looks like machine doubling, but the Wexlers came out with theirs at the beginning of July. I emailed him back. He said, send the coin to me like now. Another bit of doubling in that in that window right up in there, looks like. Slight doubling at the top. I don't think there's any doubling on the 20 Denvers. So we'll put that one over in a different area to double check with. That's a 74. It's pretty hard. It's really hard to find errors on Denver coins. Except for the pennies back in on the Wheaties. So did anybody watch my or was anybody on last night when I did that copper bag hunt I got from Coins TV and saw the Lord cent that I got? There's 6 Indian head cents, the rest were all Wheaties, and about 9 steel pennies was in that bag. Not bad for $44 plus shipping and handling. And then I did unwrap the row of BU wheat cents, which was all in the 50s. I had a BIE Air on the 1957 wheat cent. I want to say it was Denver. Yeah, I got it put up. No, it's a Philly Minute one. It's right there on my desk, looking at it. A little die crack running right through his hair right there. Got a die chip in the hair channel right there. Got the FS Beehive. Let's see. So you got the little die You got the beehive breaking up right there. That's all nasty. 2007 Philly. Those beehive on here, I'm not going to find it. I will not find that mess. Now that window looks odd. I don't think it's doubling, just looks odd. I'm going to drop this cup down any lower. Well, it is already, because it means I have to refocus everything all over again. There's another little beehive. This is a class 2. Got your first one right there, then the outer one right there. It's also full of steps. Eight people. 20, Denver. Ten rows, 15. Let me move a little bit faster on these coins. 1970 Denver. Two 2007 Denver. As soon as I find the die cracks from the building to the rim on the Denvers and the beehives, only on the Phillies. 79. Last year they did not put a mint mark. Last year they didn't put the. So last year there were no Philadelphia mint mark coins, except for Susan B. Anthony. Then 80 they did them. They started doing all the coins except for the penny. I love going to eBay listings. Mint error, no mint mark. It's not supposed to have one. It's always on the pennies. Now I dropped the nickel. I see it. Move my bucket in front of the table. I don't want to worry about putting stuff in my hands. Okay, second row. Not bad. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 finds, including the 2009 Philly nickel. Somebody asked me the other day, what's the coin you'd be looking for if I was to start looking for? I said, well, you want to look for wheat cents and the pennies. You want to look for the silver and the nickels. And I'm talking about the 24 Denver last year being a low mintage in the 2009s. So in the 2009s is all the coins. You can look for those as low mintage coins. There's a 61. This is so chewed up. Usually I say keep these, but this is so chewed up. I'm not keeping that one at all. Sometimes it takes a while to find those 61s and 60s. '97 Philly. There's no double dies on the reverses on the 2017 nickel listed at all. So I got my coins to go through in out of my car. There we go. 95. Got some steps. This is a decent one. I'm slowly buying mint sets for all my nice big books. I should pay $65 for the 1979 Type 2 Candy half dollar. Asked the guy if he had one who's running a Whatnot show. He said, yeah. So he put it at 45 for me, and I took a bid, and somebody else bid. And next thing I know, I got it for $65. The more expensive one's a 1981 Type 2. It has to do with the S mint mark. No, that's not a mint error. That's just wear and tear on the O. I saw a proof set for like almost $200 for the proof set for the Type 2. It's crazy. Yeah, from what I understand, there's like 11 different S's variations of that 1980 Type 2. But I never seen that listed anywheres. So for no 2004s or 2005s, in fact, I'm trying to collect all the mint wrap rolls of that year. Now I'm not even going to take them out just to keep them. And I actually have the piece of the handshake one, and the ink is making a tone gold color on the end. Pretty cool looking. Both ends is toning those coins gold. And toning occurs due to your air conditioning in your house, moisture content in your house, chemicals in your house. And the sulfur causes toning. So we get your fiery reds from on tone coins. Then last week I was doing a little research on the Barber coins. Did not notice about the Barber quarters. There were 3 different reverse types and 2 obverse types. Those used throughout the production of those coins. It's kind of hard to explain without looking at it right now. There's something in that D. No, it's junk. A little bit faster through these this time. Always check your letters on these coins for die chips all across here. I got some cool ones on the T, between the T and the Y, on top of the T. That's crazy what you can find. Here we go. What we got here? 95. I'm going to call it the mint mark. Just I'm showing y'all the mint marks. Looking for cuds also. Cool if I ever get a buffalo. That happened one time. Got 1 out of 10 rolls. No, it happened to me twice. But last year it happened to me. Right beginning of the year, I had 10 rolls and a buffalo nickel ender. Had to do a nickel date on it, but hey, it was a buffalo nickel. See this is all worn down. Actually, it's beginning very bad die deterioration because that O shifted over. 2015 Philly. 19 people watching. Thank you, y'all. So how's the weather in y'all's area? Oh, we got a die chip between the ENR and the 2016 Philly. Tell you what, I'm glad I cut grass yesterday because it's been raining today since noon. Look, we got a couple of beehives on this edge. You got the one here. Got a class 1, then a class 2 right there. That's a cool beehive. And it looks like one's starting up. That may be dirt. That's probably dirt right there. I'm trying to get the money together to set up a website for all this so I can start taking photos and posting them. 1985. It had the look of a 1958 on there. So remember, anything pre-60 is not guaranteed to be found in these coins. Get more black stuff on the coin. $2013 Philly. I used to have more of that guy Brian's files for double dies. On the nickels. And actually some of those die chips and the word Liberty are markets for DDRs. But sometimes the die chip in the hair is a marker for a DDR. You go to Wexler's and click on Jefferson Nichols. There's a link to the dude's website. He manages the nickels. Not on beehives, but on double dies. We got a die chip in the O and the last set of Monticello. Never found one in this O. Always been the last one. Always been the last one. Now, occasionally I find die chips on the inside the M, the legs of the M. I'm hoping what I'm getting ready to do is going to draw more value to these coins. I finally found what pre-2006 one with the beehive. Let's do this blue one. Now, any finds I get will go in this roll tonight. That's one of those paper tubes that acts like a coin roll, like a plastic tube. Okay, those are open. There we go. Now I'm getting it. Lost right on the table. The table here was my drop table work, and we got new tables, so I brought this one home. They didn't want it. They was going to chunk a bunch of them away. 64. Philly. Nothing else. A little bit of Ring of Death on it. And another thing I noticed, okay, see how narrow, this is a lot narrow compared to 64. The 64 is a lot wider than the more new modern Jefferson nickels. I forgot what I measured on my calipers. It's 94 Philly. Well, not an RPM on those. Somebody actually sold a Jefferson nickel as an RPM. It was a 1991 Jefferson nickel. I messaged the buyer back and said, I messaged the buyer. I said, dude, you got ripped off. There's no RPMs after 1989. And he emailed me back saying, what do you mean? I said, well, I was telling him that they used to hand punch the mint marks on all the working dies prior to 1990. 1990, they started engraving the mint mark in with the dies. So you got ripped off. So he goes, that's good to know. He said, I just got the coin in the day you messaged me, and I want that's to sell it for my money back. I said, well, good luck with that. You say, I told you you're going to have to go through eBay to get it back. Denver. A lot of Denvers tonight. Which is odd because I'm on the Philadelphia side of the Mississippi River. I don't know if y'all know that. The Mississippi River divides the country between the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Let's see who we got in here. Hey, come on, Anxiety sneaking in. I see that. 2 boxes of airs on the nickels. Try some on eBay. Eventually, once I get my coins catalog on that, I want to have to work with some on my website and avoid eBay and whatnot fees. People start checking them out to categorize their coins. I do have a row of 2025 Jefferson Nichols, but I'm not going to open those up. Yeah, eBay is a ripoff, but I mean, a coin shop's not going to buy them. Actually, one of the local coin shops, they called me in when they get error coins. They actually call me in now. They deal with all the nice, expensive coins, but when they get varieties and errors, like I went in one Friday and they go, "Oh, good, you're here. Can you take out this coin for us?" It's a 1909 SVDB, and it had a lamination error on it. They weren't too sure themselves. I said, look, I'll buy it from y'all. Well, it turned out her wholesale supplier wanted it. So she sold it to him for like $1,000. She paid like $700 for it. From them is where you usually get like they have like a $35 bag of Wheaties or a $4 bag. And one of the $4 bags, I found a cud on a 1956 Denver Wheatie. We got our first 2005 coming up. We got a little small beehive right there. We got a die chip on the F for 5. Just want to make sure nothing on this one. Nope. That's a beehive die chip. We got our first 2005. And we got a die chip between the E and the R. It's about 90% coverage. I'll say 80. If this die chip was all the way up to the top, that's a full die chip in there. There's a little bit of gap right there. So that's going to go in the stat. Well, it's first 2004-2005 series. Denver, not an RPM. 29 people. Wait a minute. Stacking server? What's going on, dude? When last time you done a video? 2006. Early stage beehive. Are you going to be live tomorrow, but you're grilling chicken tonight? Dang it. And just had Raising Cane's, and now you're doing grilled chicken. Now you're making me hungry. Tomorrow night, I'll probably be on after I get off from Domino's. We got another early stage beehive happening. I want to call this the crab because you got like a pincher here and a pincher there. Yikes, that's nasty. So we're going to be live on tomorrow. Carlos, I would like to see the pic. I like to see that one. $4:00. I'll be starting to get ready to go work at Domino's to go pick my son up. I could throw you on in the car. Listen to you. Yeah, I know. I've done that before. That thing's got hair on it. I want to put that into some not hydrogen peroxide. What I'm thinking of shoot. I'll put in something and soak it overnight. By the way, this is 63 Denver. Looks like we got our RPM on that one. Looks like you tilted. It's tilted clockwise. You can see the split on the D right. See, is it there? Yeah, right there. So that's probably going to be an RPM I have to look up. Actually, Eric, last year I did a box of halves. Over 50% were marked up for Sharpies. I dropped them into rubbing alcohol. It cleaned them up nice. They didn't damage them, but it just cleaned them real nice. So I marked them up. They got them back, and they have to remark them up again. Okay, this is a Philly. I remember Sean a couple weeks ago talked about a die chip right up in there. You call it extra horn. Now I go back and look through all my nickels that I saved. I don't clean like Hertz clean. I'll put something on there, soak them in water or something, get that hair off. You don't know what kind of hair that is. I don't want to speculate. Hey, Eric, from Coins TV, I got a raw BU nickel pennies. That for a BIE Air. And I'm thinking that's a part of a woody lemon, woody. It's like that on both sides of the coin. Opposite this end. Oh, it's just dirt, very good dirty roller marks left. No, I just did straight rubbing alcohol, 9%. And all it did, it took like maybe 15 seconds, and I dipped it in the distilled water, so it would not affect the coin. They still had luster on. They had the cartwheel effect. The copper coins I do not dip. I'll take out what came with the toothpick very carefully, very gently, and that's it. I gotta change this bag hanging off the side of my table here. I missed today's show, the reveal show. So I don't know what I got. I'll go back and watch it later tonight when I'm laying in bed. I mean, I've had coins so bad with junk on them, you can't even read anything on them. So I soaked them overnight in rubbing alcohol. Got home the next day from work. It's like nothing was ever on them. Oh, man, these nickels are in horrible shape. 23 Philly. So did you watch my video, Eric? But that I did on those copper coin, bag of copper coins with that Lord sent in there? I'm starting to put money aside. I want to do a box of quarters. So I already got $40 put aside. Whoo, somebody didn't like Jefferson on this one, did they? The best coin ever found? Hold on one second. I think I still got the bag in here. Give me a second. I gotta go through my bag of stuff here. So my Silver Eagles. See if I can find it. If I can't find it, I'll tell you what it is here in a second. It's a half dime, I tell you that much. Oh, shit. I'm gonna take a second to get some of these coins out these old Ziploc bags. Let's see, 67, 66. I don't know if it's in this package or not. Some of my silver coins are in this one. It's an 1838 half-seated dime, a hole in it, sweeping in front of the counter at McDonald's. This is 1989 or 1990. Some of my ball recorders. Silver Proof. State Quarter, Georgia. Silver Proof, Virginia. More ball recorders. I have more ball recorders than I thought I had. Well, it's got a hole in it, so somebody used it as a piece of jewelry. I was sweeping the lobby and heard the sound of silver on the floor, so I picked it up. I told the man and said, look, I'll hold on to it. Somebody comes in, y'all just tell me. Give them my phone number, and I'll meet them someplace. And nobody showed back up for it. I've been having it since then. You know what's cool about 2 years ago, going through a bag of Wheaties to me finding a cud on a bag of wheat cents. I think this is it right here, 1835. I think I just found it. I'm going to throw it up on the scope for y'all. Yep, this is it. There's 1838. See the hole? Right to the head of Sea of Liberty. Half dime. I've only had luck one time getting silver, and that's at the bank. One time. Had a Murphy dime at the bank I normally go to. So yeah, 1838 half dime with a hole in it. And the cool thing is it's not tone either. That's just people's old fingerprints all over it. How many Silver Eagles I got? 5 in this one. I got 9 Silver Eagles. They didn't know that. Sometimes I get on Whatnot, I just throw them in the bag. But I always get capsules for them. Let's get back to the nickel hunt. Because 6 o'clock in the morning comes very early. Lately, I've been waking up here at 5:30 in the morning. Ah, 2000. It's got the. This is a 2000. Looks almost like a 1959 or 58 almost. 64. 9 RPM. I see 8 likes. I've actually had somebody come back and take a like away from me. Like, really? 79. No, 79. But at least I did prove beginning in January, the first box of pennies, I almost filled out every memorial cent for the memorial cents in one fell swoop. One box. I was missing all but 3 of the S's, both of the 63s. I think it's 61 I was missing, Philly. So can you do... Now, you can very easily do shield cents. Very easily. Hey, we got a service in 1940. And it's a Philly. Look, it's still got some nice little detail left. See the door, you got the columns, you got the window up above. The hallways are still there. So we got our first pre-war nickel. Yeah, I actually had to sell some silver off here recently due to some repair bills. I need to start buying some more silver again. I actually bought 3 Barber quarters yesterday. They've gone from $7 a piece to $8 a piece. The coin shop I go to. And actually, I'm kind of in a mood. I'm trying to find all the old minute coins I could find. In fact, I'll be buying the 1899 Micro O, which somebody harshly cleaned for sale for $50. It should be more like $1,000 coin, but they had to go and harshly clean it, and they did that. There we got a little die crack right there at the base. Nothing on that side. That was on the 22 Philly. I think ever since they've gone to these new, they engraved the working hubs to make the working dies. I want to say they're not getting good, strong dies from their supplier, whoever makes those dies, the blanks. And at the end, it's causing all these beehives and stuff to occur. I think it's actually they're not hardened enough to stay long enough or whatever. So it makes it more brittle. I want to see how, I like to visit the facility where they make the blank dies at, or the rods for making the dies. So my question is, if they decide to replace the nickel with a new metal alloy, what do you think that alloy is going to be? Because copper's it's going up again. It's like 5 something a pound now. Ram 2414 said hi. Yeah. Let's see. That is a keeper, 1940. I got 5 Jefferson the cheat books going now. I want to get 4. I want to get another one. But I keep getting these. Usually I wait till I get 38 and a 39, then I get a new book. In fact, I got finished doing an appraisal for a friend of mine. He's got all the Jefferson nickels from 63 on back through 38, all of them. Now, yes, it's circulated heavily, but he's got all the key dates. 69S, I do keep the S ones. Now, the question is that S mushed? Is that an RPM on that S? Looked that up this weekend. 72 Denver. See, when I roll hunt like this, I'm live. I don't like having to stop to look up stuff, but sometimes I will. If I got a good question about, I would stop and look it up. What you see in front of me is my small screen. that weighs my big 4-foot long screen. My gaming screen. Because when I do shows, if I want to show like the Indian headset, like Liberty on it, on the headdress, the beads, the necklace, I should say, or the diamonds, I can tilt my tripod up and show it. The software I'm using for the CoinScope is what comes with Windows. They suggested software for the CoinScope, but every time I use it, it would time out after about 3 or 4 minutes. And so I wonder what this camera button does. Oh, no. Now I'm trying to figure out how to set up Streamlabs, where I got the coin screen in the corner, the CoinScope in the corner, and then the table facing down. I'm hunting. So I rather have that. I'd rather y'all see when I open up a roll, then up in the corner, have the CoinScope. They are going up in popularity and in value. A decent tone coin. Like there's this one guy. He sells nothing but tone. Oh, the guy that sells the Beehive. Class 1. He sells nothing but tone silver eagles. And I saw him sell MS68 tone. I want to say it's a 2000 Silver Eagle. I think it was priced about $3,000. He sold on Whatnot for $4K because it was tone. They had 2 guys bidding it up. Finally, one guy just said $4,000. I'm done. He's backed off, and the other guy got it for $4,000. So yes, tone coins are going up in value. See, this is a tone barber quarter right there. It's got the blue toning going on. This is actually a type. Let's see, what is it? Type 1 obverse. There's no cartilage right here in the ear. Type 2, there's cartilage in the ear. Okay? But it's a type 3. It's a type 3 reverse. A type 2 that the tips come out past the letters. This is a type 3 reverse. Now, I don't know if those types have any value to the coins or not. I thought it was interesting. I was trying to find varieties on Barber dimes. And they came up on the quarters. There's only on specific dates, too. I've seen tone coins go and Blue Ridges go for a little bit more than what they should have gone for. Okay, that's nasty. $19.64. So yeah, 1940 better looking than this one. This is a 64. Somebody got a message. Oh, God. That was not a good one. Somebody just type something stupid on there. Whoever handled that, next time do that, just kick them out the room, please. I'm not going to have that being flashed in front of me. It's amazing how fast those steps just get worn down. Found a few 2023s already like that, just in pocket change. 2 years old and the steps are gone. That means that coin was heavily used at 1.64 again. An RPM. Better than the other one. And I have a problem with Nikki Johnson. She can't seem to do comments on my videos. And I don't know why. I'm not getting help from YouTube on it. But she could comment from her laptop, but not from her phone. Is Nikki on tonight? Oh, I got some nice tone Lincoln scents too now. I got ones that are like candy apple red almost. Lately, I've been buying tone coins on Whatnot. Can't find them here. They just happen to be silver. So for 1940, it's the oldest and only pre-60 nickel that we got. Bring one box of 2024 Phillies to hunt for that double die. Allburst. I really want that. Hoping that's what happens tomorrow. My bank uses Brinks for their coins supply, and I said, "Can you request it? We can try." I said, "Please try." Because when that coin gets back from the guy that's doing the attribution for Wexler's, it will be going straight to NX. There we go. We got a little die crack right there, I think. Yep. Little die crack right there. Well, just the base of the building. That's a 2001. Now, I would say this. I have put a V-nickel that was so bad back into circulation, hoping I would get it. It was really, really bad. I mean, there was no detail left whatsoever. Only thing you can make out barely was outline of the head and the date. And the reverse was completely gone. It was that smooth. One is a free givey on Whatnot. He goes, "This is so bad. I can't even sell it." They put it as a givey and I won. So here in Baton Rouge, there's a V-nickel floating around for about a year and a half now. Tell you what, copper coins are going up. I talked to one of the coin shops I could buy copper rounds from. His cost has gone up. He did me a deal. This is when this stuff's got to come off of. He did me a deal on like 12 of them for $3 a piece. So I sold one or two so far. And he's telling me it's costing him now almost $7 for a copper round. And that's at his price. It says $7. It says it's $5 a pound. No, it's not that. It's just the designs and all that have gone up. Somebody handling that. So, trying to get this done so I go to my cup of change. If we get done fast enough, I may go ahead and do that live too. I don't know. There's a bunch of quarters in there. Already went through 4 rows of dimes this week. 1 row's been brought back up for the dominoes just in case we need them. I always keep a row of nickels, of dimes, and 2 rows of pennies on hand. Brought pennies the other night. They were good for pennies for a while. Yay, 9 likes. There's going to be a weekend. I want to take off on a Friday. Actually, the last Friday of September is when my next eye treatment is. I will probably have a box of nickels that day. And I'm just going to go at it. As soon as I walk in the door from the eye doctor appointment, there's a bring peanut butter and jelly in here and make sandwiches while I'm hunting nickels. Go to town, see if we can do a whole box in one fell sitting. Live. I've done a box of pennies, but it takes me 5 hours. Actually, I'm using my CoinScope. I don't know where it's set at. This is a manual adjustable. I can't use magnifiers because right now I got readers on. And even with readers, it's hard to read the dates on the coins. So I just use a CoinScope. And plus, I can't see the smaller details, like the small beehives or early stages of beehive, without using the CoinScope. Now, when I do search pennies or nickels, I always separate this style from the old style out. Then I go back to these. Looking for die chips. Like, got a die chip right here in this 2017. About 50% coverage. I can't see those die chips even with a magnifier. It'll take me forever to use a magnifier. Now, sometimes to practice, I do have a 10 power loop. Sometimes I come in my change. I may like briefly scroll through some of the change using the custom screen fitting and fill guy but you should have at least a 10 power loop to use. That's why I was using it first until I got the CoinScope. I caught this one on sale for like half price for like $75. It has something that auto adjust. You can set the magnifications. And you too, Custom Springs. Thanks for dropping in. And oh, we got a no. That's damage. Look at the damage on the edge of that building. So that's damage. That is not a beehive. Oh, one more nickel. One more nickel. Oh, that batch. What the hell happened to him? Ooh, he got hit hard. Oh, no, that's a die chip. Post-mint damage. It's post-mint damage. It's raised up on one side. I see it. I'm getting him to print me up some shirts that say Southern Coin on it. Good guy. When's the last time you talked to Cajun? I hadn't had anything from him in about a month and a half. In fact, I got a book here with his name on it and some coins. I'm going to have to email him, get his address, and mail it to him. My dad used to take pennies to the railroad track at the plant he worked at and let the trains run over them. He would hand them out to people at Halloween time. like if you just got finished working days and he's going to transition to nights at Halloween, so my mom would take us trick or treating and he would hand out the candy. So he would hand out smashed copper coins with the candies. 86 Philly. Dang, that's a long time. But as soon as I get everything done, sell my car and get it replaced, I want to take a Saturday off and drive to his house and bring him that book in the 2009 proof set. I must have, where was that? Usually your notifications when you come on. Looks like I was busy doing something else. I know, like last night, I cut grass from about 30 minutes to do the major cutting of the yard. I've been finding some 60s here and there and change. We got an hour and 9 minutes. I may just gonna break out the change. We'll go to the change, check out those coins in there and see what we got. Where's that cup at? This cup is about filled up to here where my thumb is for change. Pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. I throw the change in the cup holder in the truck, but I don't have it in my pocket. I just clean it out once a week. Well, it takes 2 weeks to build up that much change. So I don't even look what goes in those cups. I just throw the change in there and no way, I don't know what's in there. Now, I'm doing one more show on Whatnot. Hopefully nothing goes wrong this weekend. Wow. And then I'm going to be stocking up on coins for Labor Day weekend. Probably that Saturday, or maybe wait till that Monday morning. I want to do a fundraiser where half the proceeds is going to get split between muscular dystrophy, because I have muscular dystrophy, and the other half going to ovarian cancer research. That's what my sister passed away from, was ovarian cancer. Ah, look, we got a tiny leaf on here. This had been in somebody's car to get that small of a leaf. Oh, the little tiny hairs. That had to be in somebody's car. I don't know why I don't even have gloves on. This is stupid of me. Not very many 2004, 2005 tonight. Got one with a die chip in it. And I got a Buffalo and a piece. That's it. One Pacific View and those other two coins. No 2024 Denvers yet. Still looking for those. So I now have a 2 plus 10 or 12 coins. I do have one for a row of 24 Phillies. I could pair off and sell those. No die cracks. You know, when I was going through my divorce, I played games like crazy. They kept me from doing all this stupid stuff. What the heck? Just crud up. Versus me. Oh, 24 Denver, first one of the hunt. Keep that one. Yeah, there we go. Got a die chip between the E and the R. Kind of smushed down right there in the middle. It's been a while since I found a Canadian nickel, especially in a box of nickels. It has been a while. I find Canadian cents all the time in the pennies. Even customer wrap ones I find. There's my drink. The old guy, you need to go watch my video from last night when I went live. Bought back a couple of coins from a place called Coins TV, and they had the Lord sent in there. 1853. Yeah, if y'all can do one. Whew, these are dirty. These are very dirty coins in this roll. Okay, gloves are coming on. I bought the wrong size gloves. Now I tried to open up the box, and I got to use 1,000 of these exam gloves. I thought I ordered the large and got the medium size. I don't know what happened. This is very dirty. That's a Denver one. Denver. 2002. '84 Philly. '86 Denver. '21. Another dirty one. '16 Denver. Those were nasty looking. Like something crawled up on it and died. Nothing there. 12 people, 10 likes. Cool. I had kind of turned my notifications off at work on YouTube. Then I turn back on when I get home. '23 Denver. I got a funny feeling if they change the composition of these nickels, the copper nickels, as we know, will start getting hardened up like a worse than the pennies are. Trying to say something nice, so I get my channel banned, and I couldn't. Okay, got 45 minutes because we got another Pacific View. And it's messed up. There's a die chip in Liberty right there. And I'm not going to worry about this one. Just count it. So I've got several rows of those things. So I'm not even keeping them no more. And I have one or two of the mint wrap nickels. I got two more on the way I bought this morning. Now, all the West Virginia nickels painted by Littleton. Bought them from them just to have. I mean, if somebody wants to paint a coin, they tell me I can order it and have it here within a week, as long as they pay me for it. Done that for a guy at the office. His son-in-law, his new son-in-law, I should say, is from South Carolina, and got that for him 1 year for Christmas with a South Carolina painted coin. With a little plastic round coin holder. I think my total cost was 15. He gave me 18. Doing shipping and handling and all that. That adds up. You know, I bought other coins and divide the coins by the shipping and add that to the coin itself, the coin holder, the plastic capsule. He kicked me in a few extra bucks, that's all he did. Hey, always fill it up, dude. Fill up while the quarters are still in good shape. You can find them in circulation. I see them sell, even the Littleton ones sell on eBay for as much as $10 over total face value of the coins combined. in the book. $10, $15. No, if they made it at the eBay fees. Yeah, there's a place by my work, a thrift shop like that. He's been looking, I asked him, said, do y'all ever get empty coin books in? He goes, oh, we get coin books in, then we empty the coins out and cash them in. I said, here's my number, give me a call next time you get it back in. I'll come look at them. I may buy the coin books with the coins in them from you above face value. So he's got my phone number. They actually had some books come in from somebody's family, and they did not know it. They had to buy 8 or 9 $5 silver certificates in there. He brought those to the local coin shop in Sherwood. Well, this is roll 9. That's not bad for a 98. I've seen worse on 98s and 99s. That one's got some steps. Oh, I know. Like the shop out here in Central, I bought from the guy at face value these dollar coin sets that people put together are the state quarters. Platinum, gold, the Denver and Philly minted ones. He never checked it. I got home after buying from him. I found 2 $1 silver certificates in there. Only I paid for was the quarters. There's a 2020 Philly. See, I'm not looking at my phone. I'm looking at my computer screen, just moving around so I can check. It's easier for me that way. Denver. I could easily separate these, and I could just look at the newer ones versus the old ones. I could have done that before starting to going live tonight. But that's no fun. One time I did that. I went back and checked these older style Jeffersons. I found two 46 and a 48 nickel I missed. So far we got 2 of the low managed years. We got the 24 Denver and the 2009 Philly. So I think the new Redbook now has declared those both as officially semi-key dates. I see a kill boat coming up. First kill boat of the hunt. Early stage beehive on this one. See how shiny it is right there? A little bit of raised metal starting to form. That's a Denver. Okay, I'll take it. Actually, one day, Dr. Office actually Googled on eBay, Googles, search for 24 for beehives on Denver minted nickels, and none showed up. See, this one I wish I could play music in the background. But no, it has to be approved by YouTube. I'm waiting for that to happen on Whatnot, because everybody plays music all day long in their shows. Waiting for these artists to realize, hey, my music's being played and I'm not even getting no compensation for it. Whatnot's going to do what YouTube does. Tell people, no, you can't play music no more. One more roll of nickels. Nice, something's right there. Something right there on his shoulder. I don't know, is it a die chip? Or a piece of the metal broke off or what? Let's see what I can do. Let me rub that area with the skewer. See what I get on that. There had been something with the crud on there. That drives me bad when I can't figure out what it is, and I got to take the crud off. Cool. Do you know about the state of Alaska quarter with the extra toe on the bear? And they're not actually important, just doubling on the back of the ram's neck. They haven't found that yet. They found those like in the Northwest, like in Washington, Oregon areas. Doing research on those while I can't find one. Okay, we got one more roll left, and we're going to go into the cup of change. Usually if I go 2 hours, this phone's down to 40 to 50% battery power left. Now, Whatnot is funny. I could plug in my phone on to the wall, full power, had it charged up 100%. Within 2 hours, I'm down to 60% battery charge left on my phone. Whatnot's a power hungry beast. And we got Everyday's Beehive right there. So y'all can see the shadowing. You got a little spiky starting out right there too. Oh, man. A stack of coins are falling over. I'm trying to keep them stacked up into certain piles. Too Philly. Plus I need on my 2025 mint set. I have an extra 24 mint set. Now this is $2 below the mint's price. $2 above what I paid for it. One guy's asked me, we chat back and forth on his channel. He's asked me how come I find so many beehives. He might find 4 or 5 a box. But one time I found almost 2 rows full. I said, dude, it comes and goes for me too. So sometimes I find more in 10 rows than I do in a whole box. The last one, but I'm saving this paper tube, one of those paper coin tubes. Probably these fines in. We got another 2005 Buffalo nickel. Still looking for the extra horn or a spike. It's a die chip between the head and the M. think I'm selling that too. I'll go on eBay. I have to go back and look that price up. So yeah, doctors tomorrow, work tomorrow. This nickel's all chewed up. So parking lot done. I like the back of this coin. I tell you, a good way to fill up those coin books, go to a local car wash where you change like a $20 bill out for quarters. You can almost fill up a quarter book in no time from the states and the national parks. Thought about doing that tonight. They thought about going, but it rained, so I've been stupid to go get quarters at a car wash and not do anything with it. Looks like I got enough quarters in this cup, I think. Just want to make sure I got enough. When I cash these out, I have enough to get my box of pennies tomorrow. Dang, that sucks. Another one out here in Central. I was sitting at that place once a week. I was washing my car because none of us didn't want your car to clean. So I was going there getting $20 bill, washing the car, just hosing it off good, and the rest of the quarters. Well, we had a storm that came through, and he quit putting coins in. And that's when I was staying at my mom and dad's. There's a place over there by them. I was going over there once a week. Wash the car. $2 in quarters. Or $2.50, however much it was. Use the Eaglebacks. Come home and search the other ones. Now recently I started looking at Eaglebacks more closely. I found two with die cracks on the reverses. $12 people, 11 likes. Cool. And one more like up there, and we have 12 for 12. Okay. The beehives sell for different prices depending on how severe they are, Eric. The beehives are what it is on the edge of the building. Give you a quick explanation. On the edge of the building, the die begins to break. And what I find beginning, it gets very polished. So it's breaking and starting to move when it strikes the coin. And then eventually you see metal will rise up on where the outer edge of the beehive is going to be. And depending on how it breaks off, depends whether you get 1, 2, or 3 layers. So it basically, it's like a cut on a rim, but it's on the side of a building. They sometimes can occur in here. They can occur on these corners. And usually when they occur here, down here by the FS, but sometimes you see them up in here. See, I found one earlier tonight. I don't know if he was on here or not when I found that one. Oh. See, that's the beehive right there. This is a class, I classify them as 1, 2, and 3. See the first one here If you look right here along the edge, you got a secondary one. That's a class 2 beehive. So you got 2 different beehives on there. And I see them goes, I seen one with 3 separate beehives. One here, here, and here on eBay that sold last month. I want to start, you know what, I may start putting beehive sales and just starting doing videos on beehives. I may start doing that too. So I can pull them up off on my computer, do a screenshot, or do my phone, take a screenshot of them, and do a video that way. You can find them on Lincoln Sense too. I found them on the side of the professional year design. They're brown state, but they're there. So in other words, it's like looking at a beehive, like a dirt dauber's nest on the side of your building. Or the side of your house. People just naming them beehives. I did not know that until I got back into the coin collecting. And nobody's really keeping track of it, or how to classify them, or how they work. And I may just studying them until I find them. I like to find them from the beginning to the end of one, the stages of that. That's what I really like to find in a box. When I get a box of nickels, I like to find the whole full stage from the beginning to the end of it. Let's see, we got about 30 minutes left, so we can probably be able to do the coin change, the cup of change here in a second. So we only got one pre-60, and that's a 1940 nickel. 2009 and 24 Denver. The 2009 is a Philly minute coin. That's dirt. We got 5 to die chips in Liberty. We got 6 or 7 early beehives or beehive stages. I got a few little finds tonight. I've had more than that in a row before, though. In 10 rolls. Oh, no, 24 Denver. We got a second one. Yep. We got 2 24 Denvers. Like I said, I've already filled up 2 tubes of those. So, I got one over here in the stack of the die chips. I got one 2005. So I went with two Buffaloes, 2 Pacific Views, 1 Keelboat, and 1 piece. Once I got it going back in, I got some rechecks to do. So these I'm going to put back into that tube I just emptied. Paper tube. Put all these in here right now until I get some more nickel tubes. Which I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, which I can stop by my local coin store and pick up some more. That is a die crack, by the way, right there by the Y. I just realized that. That's a 2006. Okay. I just answered your question, Eric. Beehives are die chips that occur on the side of the buildings. That's all it is just a die chip. They call them beehives because they look like a beehive or a dirt dauber's nest on your house. That's why they call beehives. Whoever came up with that term, I don't know. I learned that term 2 years ago. And since then, I've been making my own little quest to find many as I can to catalog, which hopefully I'll be able to start a website soon on the beehives. I may try to write an article, and hopefully Coin Weekly picks it up, or Coin Week, or whatever. Okay. Whew, we got a lot of quarters and nickels and dimes in here in this cup. That's what I just dumped out on my table. That right there. That's 2 weeks worth of change. I learned a term on eBay. Then I finally saw somebody talking about one of their videos. $85 Denver. Put on it. And this one in the corner is looking for the W's. Seeing double dies. Nothing there. Oh, this is going back to the bank tomorrow. Most of my I'm buying nice books for the coins. I'm buying those sets. Ellis Island. Looking for our die chips. I don't know if there's any double dies, but there's usually a die chip below the hat. Her hair's all smushy, so I can't tell. No die chip on the elbow. Nothing on the back of the windows. There's a die chip that curves in the door. I don't see that, so that one's okay. Shield Cent. 24 Denver. I got 2 boxes of those. Now, I do know there's a double dive reverse. Most of it's in the words 1 cent. I don't see that. 22, that's a die gouge or contact point. I never find anything wrong with this quarter. $23 Denver. I don't find anything on this one, on the Denver side. On here, where it says of America, in that space, you find die chips up in there. I call that the volcano die chip. We got a little small stuff on the dimes. Nothing major. $2005. This is just me going to the drive-thru. Sometimes I go out and buy drinks. I just throw the change in the cup holder. Two weeks ago, I found me another West Point quarter. War in the Pacific. Then we got doubling right there. It's not just a, is that? Yeah, that's doubling right there, right in the corner above that hoof. Which one it is, I do not know. Yes, we got more nickels. National Park. My mom's grandfather's name is at that park. He was killed in World War II on a bomber. 67. That's not an SMS because the rim's even all the way around SMS. It's possible it could be a misstrike. I never heard of it on SMS set, but is this Philly? Okay, we have to drop this one down low. Check her earring out. Sorry. And it's not the double die. There's four known. 01 occurs right here. 02 is on the inside. 03 is over here, and 04 is down here. With 3 and 4 being the rare, so them all to 5. I studied Variety Vista enough to know. Okay, then we gotta go back up. Oh. Yeah, some people I've explained. I'm sorry, Eric. I didn't mean to single you out like that. I'm sorry. I saw it on there. I explain it to you every time I do it. It's understandable. And sometimes you get new people in that don't know. 79. Now, the Eagle backs, I'm trying to find the best of 82 and 83 since they didn't make mint sets. See, this one's got some arrow detail left, but it's not full arrows. $2020 possible. Let's see. Do we have? Nope, no preview mark. It is a Philly. No grease strike through. That's the one I still haven't found yet. It's the grease strike through on that bat. The COVID quarter. Yes. Nope. Oh, 73. Oh, this thing said 53. So I looked at it a little bit better. This is 73. Got some details of the arrows left. Then we got our first copper coin of the night. 75. Yeah, it's a double die. 83. See if we can find die cracks on this one. No die cracks. $88. Too chewed up to find anything on that one. Ooh, got a little nickel here. 1948. Ooh, 2 of nickels tonight. 1 in 10 rows and 1 in pocket change. That's cool. Now I got one more war nickels and pocket change that have in roll hunts. This is John. This is probably Denver. Oh, it's a Philly. I finally found my second DDO of that quarter. $89. I'm just grabbing these coins as I go along. Here's a 95 Denver. Decent looking arrows. Well, for the standing on here, it'd be a good Whitman quarter or Dansko album quarter. You got proper mint set. There are other mint sets you can find damn some quarters. Especially since back then they put them in plastic packaging. Alaska Bear. Is this a Philly? Nope, Denver. This is a nice one too. That may be an upgrade in my book. Check it out later. I'll check it out later, and I'll go back next week to the bank. 91. This is usually I do this as a separate video, but since I'm live, why not? 21 Denver, no spiky. I still got film from my last penny hunt. I had like about 4 spike heads. Does that make sense? It's like I could go almost a full year not find any, and all of a sudden I start getting a boatload of them. Now let's see what this one is. Okay, see the difference? This is a lot duller. Where's the other one at? Right here. So you got more mint luster left on this one. Saltwater Bay 2020. Let's see. Do they have any extra dyed chips for leaves? No dyed chips on the mangrove roots. No doubling in God we trust. So that's not the DDO. Somebody asked me one time how I remember so much detail. I said, well, when you start studying this stuff enough, you learn how you learn. I learn by watching the coin reveals. It's at lunchtime when I can watch them. Sometimes I just have to listen and go back and watch the video later, which I've done it many a times. Like I said, I don't know what's in here. I just get the change and I drop it and go. So where we find, we find. 65. Copper clad. So supposedly some of the 65s got hit with silver planchets. So I always check the edges of the 65s. Oh. Yeah, originally I just did it just to have something to do. When you're divorced, single, your kids are gone, you're kind of bored out of your mind. I said, well, I originally started this channel, coin collecting, years ago when I was married, and the wifey said no. Well, I finally bit the bullet. So why not? Get cell phone, YouTube, easy to record, post. At the time, I would have to buy a webcam. Second 1980 and decent. Just be a red brown. Even you can find direct cracks on the copper coins. I will say that. So now that everything's about settled out, I was going to do it right around the time of the flood happened in 2016, and it's taken me this long to get back into it. Okay, this one we don't have it. There's usually a die chip. It occurs right here. They call it the extra rock, and we don't have it. Sometimes it's here too. I don't see no die scratches in that area. Nor a die crack underneath the loon. Man killer. No die chip in the channel. Well, I'm glad you found it. as not the DDO. I mean DDR. But you can see where the detail of that earring is worn down. See, now that's what I call full arrows. You see all the arrows, all the details. We got a little contact mark there, but this is pretty close to what I call full arrows. There's a little doubling on the obverse. Okay, I don't have to pull up to the side and look it up later. It's starting to get late. These I keep. These are kind of hard to get here in Louisiana sometimes. And we got a little die crack right there. I don't know what that is. It's a die crack, all right, on the planchet. It looks like. First time I found one of those. This one's hard to get in my area, but I'm not going to keep it because it's dirty and it's messed up and scratchy. The Great Basin. '81. Second year of the Philadelphia Mint mark on coins, except for the penny. Ooh, I might do that tonight. That ain't bad. I just might got people saying mint error, no mint mark. Yeah, right. I like doing that occasionally on eBay. eBay people say, why you keep doing it? I said, because it's the truth. It's not supposed to have a mint mark. They can't do anything to me for saying the truth. Flatty. Flat date. So it's been worn down pretty good. It's been used heavily. It's been worn down that's been, yeah. It's been worn down. Vermont. I keep looking for die chips in these branches. I have yet to find any. That in Connecticut. There's got to be a Connecticut with die chips in those branches. As much as that thing got used, all those branches, there's got to be one out there with a die chip in there. Here's my rub. Hey, you have to find die chips, but Dirty Waters and some other people have been finding die chips all on the bottom of this coin. I got the rolls of these quarters. From 23 on forward, I got the rolls. Nice arrow detail left. Tail feathers are starting to wear down. The breast feathers are starting to wear down. Probably XF45. God, we trust. On her, you can find die chips right up in here. Oh, go up a little bit higher. On top of her shirt, you can find die chips that occur here, in her hair, right up in here you can find die chips. Somebody said they found some in the letters. I haven't yet to see that. I haven't seen pictures. Nevada, Philly, I haven't found anything on that one. 94 Philly. And yet find anything on Blue Ridge Parkway, Philly or Denver Minute. And trust me, I do search them. 65 quarter. Whoa, we got a proof. In pocket change. Look at that. We got a proof. Though worse for wear. Got something right there on the coin. That tells me this has definitely been in circulation. Oh, look, as a kid, even a teenager, I had one aircraft carrier from World War II. I had the USS Missouri. I had 3 destroyers. The hanging from the ceiling had a Spitfire, a Phantom II, Dauntless Dive Bomber, a Japanese Zero. And from Buck Rogers' 21st Century TV series, I had the fighter, all hanging from the ceiling. And on the Japanese Zero, I actually glued wire to it, and then I glued I glued cotton balls and took pastels, shaved the pastel chalk down, and coated it, sprayed it on there to look like the plane was on fire and it was trailing smoke. Now, one thing I forgot to mention on the other one, look in this area, and we actually got one. We got a little bit of feeder finger scraping going on in this area. It shows up real good in this area, because that's the flash part of the coin right there, and sometimes the design elements take out the scrapes. We got a little bit of light scraping on that one. Unless they're into the hobby. Plus, this is to help me put together model cars. Now, a friend of mine who buys ships, then ships were like $5 for a kit. We would put them together and go into the canal behind his house and blow them up with firecrackers. We actually tried to build in the canal for our neighborhood the Pearl Harbor. We actually dug into the embankment and tried to recreate Pearl Harbor with the battleships. The city frowned upon that. We kept cutting into the embankment. Well, we got ourselves a proof in coins. I go to my book for the book. Now, Teresa, the one who lost ovarian cancer, she would help me paint the details on some of my models. She liked doing that. Always check for die cracks on the back of these things. Sometimes they're skinny, sometimes they're nice and big. 99 Philly, the year my son was born. He's about to have a second cousin born on his birthday. Unless the baby comes early. $71. Actually, I got the Whitman quarter album for the States. And he finished putting book 1 together. I got book 2, but it's missing one of the plastic slides. Okay. Eric, here you go. This is a classic. I'm trying to get it just right. There we go. The die is starting to break right up in here. You see the outer edge is starting to break. And what happens is, let me get to where it's shinier. You can see it like right there. You can see it's a little bit more highly polished in this area because that breakage is moving. It's like it's trying to smooth itself out. Eventually, it just breaks and falls out. It's all it's going to do. Similar to a cud. Right now, I'm up to almost $9 in quarters. 25 Philly. Now, these I have not opened up yet. So, I don't know what errors there are on these quarters. I still got mine in the original mint wrappers. Usually I cut them out. I cut out part of the name, the mint mark, put them into quarter tubes. I put the quarters in there after I look through them. I can't believe so far only 2 copper coins so far. 2. The last box I did, I averaged 3 copper coins per row. That's 2011. I got a double die on that one. So I want my box of 2024 Philly pennies. That's where the doubling's occurring at. Now, if I get another box of 24 Denver, someone's going to open them up and bring them back to the bank on Monday. Let's go ahead and cash them out. And I do half a box of the other box, 2 boxes I got. I'm trying to sell them on eBay right now. Hey, we got a third copper coin, 76 bicentennial. Go straight through. Denver. 18 Denver, nothing there. And getting to the end, here's the South Carolina quarter in decent shape. I mean, not South Carolina, South Dakota. No, there's been no errors found on effigy mounts whatsoever. I cannot believe that. 2001, Parcel Island. Got a few of the die chips on the boat underneath his arms. Actually, there's the guys that do mile railroading. They'll actually take a car, like an old boxer car. They'll do like a wreck on a side rail, and they'll sit there and they'll use one of them little small propane torches to heat it up, kind of melt it. It looks pretty cool. See, this is what I'm saying. Why are there no die chips at all on the Connecticut Philadelphia Mint coins? I had searched every one I ever came across. And that's when these quarters first came out. New Mexico. Oh, look, we got a die chip in the 9. 1912, got a die chip in the 9. Oh, what happened to my models? I may have thought my mom may have taken them down and threw them away after I got married and moved out. I don't know. Dawn's dive bomber was pretty cool because you actually had a model bomb that came with it, and it would swing out and drop that bomb from underneath the plane. Then getting lost somewhere down the road between me and my brother. They had Army men galore, plastic ones. Well, most of them playing outside. We used a flower bed in the backyard, which is along the driveway. The concrete was the water. The flower bed was like a Japanese held island, and we spent a week or two making bunkers. There's a nice 74 red. Slight toning going on. So we would conduct invasions of the flower bed. We roll dice to see if the ships got hit or not. Before us, the ships were pieces of wood. It was laid out on the concrete. Loaded troops up on like their landing craft. Oh, I'm up to 13 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you everybody who's came out tonight. Hopefully tomorrow night we'll be live with pennies that we can actually open. Not set on top. Unless it happens to be a box of 24 Phillies, and we're going to be going to every row looking for the DDO. No die clash. Some slight doubling, but not they call it DDO. We got a die chip in the cave on Canuck. And we got the early stage of the volcano die chip. What would be the highest increased value of the coin? It's going to be your silver coins, of course. Look right there. We got beginning of a die chip. Starting up right there. This is the earliest one I've ever found. So look, we got doubling at the bottom of America. Let me turn it this way and see. If it's still there. Nope. No, let's see. No, wait, it's on top of America. Never mind. But we got beginning of the volcano die chip. There you go. Right now, what I've been seeing on eBay, it fluctuates between how bad it or big it is to how small it is or how wide it is. Let's go all the way out to the edge of the coin. I think I'm going to start doing videos on beehives that are sold. Now, I'm selling Saturday morning on Whatnot. So if I get everything packaged up early Sunday morning, take to the post office on Monday, I may go ahead and do that. Because Blue Ridge definitely does not cover beehives. That ain't the first time. I found an Ohio bank one 2 years ago. Oh, look at this. There's ourselves a little dive break on the back of the eagle's head. See, look, we got the little dive break right there. You can see where it's starting to break out right there. Other people find proofs. Digging Dave's found them. The Dirty Waters has found a few in the past. Who else has found them? Rob's Finds Treasure. Georgia Silver Hunter. You think of the guy's name up in Minnesota. He's found a few. A lot of times people get desperate or their family members don't know what the coins are. They just take out the coins and they take them to the bank. Some people don't realize what they are. People get them, they use them, don't even recognize them. I know when the Arkwright games first came out, they had a place here in, well, it's gone now, but Cortana Mall, they had a place called not Aladdin's Castle, Spaceport. The dude was finding proofs all the time in arcade games. The guy that owned it, he was a big time coin collector. So he kept all the proofs. I mean, he would have tubes and tubes of proof quarters all day long. It's almost as good as finding silver. We really could have found a silver nickel tonight. You got a die chip on that oak leaf right there. Right here on that branch. Right here at the base of the torch. The bottom band. Got a little die crack right there. No, it's a die scratch. Between my two fingers, trying to put a shadow on it. Because it's raised. So a die chip right there in that bottom band of the double bands. We're getting down to the dimes. Then after that, I'm killing the feed. Thanks for sticking out, Eric. Thanks to anybody else who's still here. 8 people with 13 likes. Okay. That's good. I picked up any new subscribers. Last night I picked up 1. Picked up another one today to make it to 1,009. This one is all my die chip Roosevelts. It's just damage. Full band there, but not there. We got 4 coppers out of this batch of coins. I think the most when I've done this core change report is usually what I call it when I just do the video. I think the most I've ever found has been like 8. Beginning of deterioration on the edge of that dime there. Oh, when I was in college, they had this sit-down version of Star Trek. We must have rolled that. We was rolling that machine 4 times a day. We started on a Sunday night. We knew what classes. A bunch of us had it. We knew who's good at what stages because it would flip and start all over. We went the whole week from Sunday night through Thursday before we finally gave it up and quit. Because everybody went home on Thursday, on Fridays. There's a ghost town in Hammond. But we flipped that one. I was pretty good at Stargate. I think I could warp it 5 times. Xavius, that's the one that you had to drop bombs and stuff to kill targets. Last coin of the hunt, 2005 Philly. No rim clash at all in any of these. It's kind of unusual. Well, it is now, let's see what time is it. It is 10:18. I've gone 2 hours and 23 minutes. So we found a proof, found some die cracks. We got 4 copper coins, one very nice 74. We found a 1948 nickel. Or so I said, the proof. So Eric, here. There. Email me at that address. Okay. A die scratch occurs on a die. Now, you can get a die scratch on the hub, which will incuse itself on the die and shows up as a raised portion on the coin. Even notice that period of time will begin to wear out and get bigger. A die scratch. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait. A die scratch on the hub gets incused into the die. A die scratch occurs on the die but gets raised. A die crack is similar to that, but it's jagged. A die scratch would be smooth. Now you can get a die scratch where something hits the die and makes a gouge out of it, and that's called a die gouge. You get a hub gouge, but when the die is made, it gets sunken into the coin. There's a book all about the Lincoln sense, I think is the name of it. I can't remember. It explains all that terminology in there. I'm trying to find a copy of it myself. I can't get it. Even through Amazon, because Amazon used to be for ordering books that were out of print, or ordering books in general. My eyes are killing me. But look, y'all, I've got to go get ready for bed. I got medication to take. I'm glad for everybody that came out. If anybody's a sub that's new, thank you. All those that hit the likes, appreciate it very much. Appreciate the chit chat going on in the chat. All that helps the channel grow. And I'm working on getting stuff together for a giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. We'll do it live on a weekend. We may do it Labor Day weekend. I haven't decided yet. So just look forward in the next couple of videos when I figure it all out, what I'm going to do. So y'all have a good night. Remember, collecting's for fun. Good hobby. Get your kids away for at least 10 minutes from playing with the fingers on the game consoles. Y'all have a good evening. And check always both sides of the coins.